Hi, I'm Roniece Weaver. I'm your host for today. I'm a registered dietitian and I'm with Hebni Nutrition Consultants. I want to begin by thanking St. Luke's United Methodist Church, Restoring Hope, and the friends and families of East Winter Garden. I'm here to demonstrate to you today how to make a quick turkey burger. It's a fun recipe that you can get your kids involved in making the recipe, and everybody can learn from it today. Come on in to get a pen and paper and let's get busy. So we have our ground turkey, and we're using ground turkey instead of ground beef. The main reason why we get a leaner cut of fats out of this, and it's extremely lean. It's about 85 to 15 ratio, so there's no guilt with this one. We also have spinach, brown rice, onions, celery, garlic, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, and a sweet bite called craisins. It really reminds me of a Thanksgiving meal all in one. When you bite into it, you say, oh my goodness, this is really different, and you get that wow effect. So let's get started. The first thing we gotta do is make sure we go straight to our vegetables. We wanna make sure they're cooked all the way. We don't want a lot of crunch in this. So we're going to saute our onions, our celery, and we're gonna add a little bit of garlic to this. And we're gonna cook these until they are a little on the soft side. Sometimes we cook them until they're a little translucent. The one thing I've done with this is I put it also in a non-stick pan. That's a ceramic coated pan, so I can use less oil. We're just gonna saute these up until they get a little on the soft side. We could go ahead and complete the main part of the ingredients. So we're gonna add some black pepper. We're gonna add some salt. We're gonna control the salt as much as we can. I like to use kosher salt because I feel the grains slip out of my hand. When we use regular iodized, the fine grain salt, we tend to use too much. So I would prefer that you use kosher salt. We're gonna add some Worcestershire sauce to this. That's why we don't need so much salt, because that already has a salt base to it. We're gonna add a little bit of green vegetables. We're gonna tear up our spinach leaves, and believe it or not, this will cook away where you won't even see them. So, you know, if you have problems with your kids eating vegetables and getting spinach into their diet, you can sneak it in by putting it inside your turkey burger. They will not even notice it. They may even think it's just a spice. We use our egg to bind it. That's gonna hold it together. So we're gonna add one egg. And we're adding cooked brown rice. That's gonna also add some whole grains to your diet. You actually won't see this as it cooks into the meat. So that's another thing that we don't really have to advertise. So let me go back here and make sure this is cooking okay. All right, that's going along really good. For the sake of time, I've already cooked my celery and my onions, so I'll drop that in right here. And they're really nice, soft, and tender. So we got our Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, egg, brown rice, and one more item, craisins. Those are just dried cranberries. We can add all of those in, and we're just gonna mix it up. Now, if you got older kids in the family and they wanna get in the kitchen and cook, have them glove up and get them in, and they could just mash these to their heart content. We want it blended really well where we don't see really in any of these ingredients at all. Once you shake them and mold them, all of this stuff will float away and you really actually won't see it. We gotta talk food safety for a minute. We wanna make sure when you cook turkey burgers that they are cooked to 165 degrees. We can't go medium rare, we can't go medium. We must go well done on our turkey burgers. So you want to set your oven to about 375 degrees. It doesn't hurt to preheat your oven so they could go in really hot. You know, we only had, about a pound, no more than a pound of ground turkey. And once you add all of these other ingredients, it volumes up really nice. And you know, sometimes we say, I don't have enough meat and I'm afraid I'm going to run out. What you might want to do is shape your meatballs to the quantity of how many people are in the house. So the easiest way to do that is use your ice cream scoop. I usually, ice cream scoop averages about a 4-ounce scoop, and that's what we do. That's how we keep our portions under control. I use a spray bottle to spray my olive oil in my pan so they won't stick. And we're gonna pop these into the oven. And we're gonna cook them right until 165 degrees until they're well done. So now that I've gotten all of my ingredients together and it's blended up really nice, it doesn't hurt to even do this the day before. The flavors marry and they all come together and it really goes. So we take our scoop and we put it here. That's a nice sized burger, even if it's for your dad or your son, and even your daughter, especially if they're athletes in the house. We're gonna put these in the oven and we're going to flatten the tops because we won't have an opportunity to flatten them in the middle of the cooking process. And we actually don't want all the juices to cook out, okay? So I'm gonna put this in the oven. Now that we have them done, we can now plate them. So we have our burger cooked to 165. They're well done. And we are going to dress our sandwich. So we have lettuce and tomatoes. You can do ketchup, mustard, but what I like most on this turkey burger is a small squirt of ranch dressing. It takes it to a whole different level that you would never imagine. So let's scoop this out. And we're gonna put our turkey burger right here on top. And wow, we got a great sandwich. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe. You want to make sure this one stays on that good list of things to cook and eat even during the week or even on the weekend. It's called porcupine sliders, but I just call it a simple turkey burger that has a Thanksgiving bite in it all year long. Thanks and enjoy.